Hi everybody, I'm Dan Williams, and on behalf of George Langevin Sports Video Productions, I'd like to welcome you to today's Game of the Week. We're here in Allen Field in beautiful La Jolla, California for today's Boys Under 12 Finals match. It puts two top teams together, the California Heat versus a local team, the Nomads. Coming up, it's going to be the start of this game, but let's start with the rosters. At goalkeeper for the Heat is Charles Atkinson. He'll be wearing jersey number 1. That's Atkinson, goalkeeper. Wearing jersey number 3 will be Chris Rodriguez. Rodriguez wearing jersey number 3. Wearing number 4 will be Tyler Fanucci. Fanucci with number 4 on his back. Jersey number 5 will be worn by Ike Agwu. Agwu with number 5. Number 6 will be Matt Ross, followed by jersey number 7 worn by Ryan Williams. Williams wearing number 7 today. Number 8 is Alex Cerna. With number 9 is Mo Edu. Edu with number 9. Jersey number 10 will be worn by Jesse Meyer. Number 12 is Brian Beckner. Number 14, that'll be Robbie Salvucci. Salvucci wearing number 14 today for the Heat. Wearing jersey number 15, that'll be Justin Alexander. Number 16 will be Ben Ruiz. Number 17 will be Nolan Frank. Frank wearing 17, and rounding out the field, Cam Hart. He'll be wearing jersey number 21. He is also the backup goalkeeper. Head coach for the California Heat, Noah Koyman. He's got his team over on the sidelines right now with final instructions on how to come out with the strategy to win today's game. Okay. And the mascot for the California Heat, up-and-coming star player. As you can see, he's got a strong right foot, Alexis. And now the roster for the Nomads, wearing the white jerseys and the blue shorts, head coach Howard Friedman. Here we go. Goalkeeper for the Nomads today will be Colin Lever. Lever will be the goalkeeper. He wears jersey number 13. Number 2 is Ian Etherington. Etherington wearing jersey number 2. Number 3, that'll be Abi Coronado. Number 4 is Sherrod Davis. Davis wearing jersey number 4. Number 5 will be Derek Hobson, followed by Alberto Vega. Vega wearing jersey number 6 for the Nomads today. Number 8 is Jordan Pedrin. Number 9 is Juan Manuel Perez, nicknamed Kichi. We'll refer to him today as Kichi Perez. Number 10, that's Garrett Hetherington. Number 11 is Ryan Guy. So Guy will be wearing jersey number 11. Corey Kender will be wearing jersey number 12 for the Nomads today, followed by Josh Lair. Lair at number 14. We mentioned number 13, that's Colin Lever, the goalkeeper. Number 19 will be Alex Graham, and rounding out this talented Nomads field, number 15 worn by Peter Campbell. It is a beautiful day right here in Allen Field, La Jolla, California. We'll be right back with the walk-up and the start of today's Boys Under 12 Finals match. Moments away of getting started right here for the Boys Under 12 Finals match. Puts the Heat against the Nomads. Rosters are set. Players are ready to go. We are underway. Boys Under 12 Finals match. Again, it's the Heat versus the Nomads. And the first shot of the game booms all the way down in the Nomads territory. The ball taken by Colin Lever, who sends it back out across midfield and quickly challenges Surface on who gets control of the ball first. Action begins on the far sideline. So for the Heat, they'll be wearing the red and black striped jerseys with the black shorts. They'll be moving for the first half of play from left to right. The Nomads in the white jerseys. Quickly action in front of the Nomads goal. These Nomads wearing the white jerseys with the dark blue shorts, and now action right outside the penalty box area. Nice footwork, weaving in and out. Hetherington. And now racing for the ball, and now the ball awarded back to the Heat. So immediately we see quick action in the beginning of this game. Nice ball by Fanucci for the Heat. And right back at you, says Nolan Frank for the Heat. Good control by Coronado. Ball awarded back to the Nomads. So starting off very quickly here, first half of play. No score as we're just underway in this first half of the boys under 12 finals match. Now the Nomads take the ball and try and move it down deep into the Heat territory. Nice effort by Davis. Davis. Whistle blown, going the other way. Sherrod Davis, though, doing a nice job of hustling for that ball and trying to take control of it. And so Matt Ross now for the Heat puts the ball back into play to send it across midfield and down deep into the Nomads territory. Running up quickly, being challenged. Right there was Hart for the Heat, but give credit to Colin Lever. He comes up big with the save. Off the foot of Garrett Hetherington. Quick throw in by big challenge on both of them. Perez versus Cerna. Ball awarded to the Heat. And ball awarded back the other way.
Let's go, Nomads! Let's open it up for them! Let's go!
Throw in from the far sideline. Cleared out by the Nomads. Picked up now by Perdrin. And now action at midfield as the ball continues to scoot down and carried through by Etherington. Now Edu sends the ball back the other way. Nice ball. Racing for the corner is Fanucci, being challenged by Graham. Graham takes the ball away from Fanucci. And now up Etherington for the Nomads as it goes out of bounds and awarded back to the Heat. Action right in front of the Nomads goal. Nice ball back to the Nomads. Close-up action right in front of us. Etherington now. Ball scoots through, racing for it. Now cleared out effectively by Charles Atkinson for the Heat. And the ball goes back the other way. Good action as we start today's Boys Under 12 Finals game. Challenge right there, Hobson versus Edu. And a goal kick for the Heat.
Come on, Nomads, let's play down here for a while, Nomads. Keep it down.
Always black. It's like the reverse of
And so now action picks up back on the far sideline. Campbell versus Meyer on that one. Ball awarded back to the Nomads and will go the other way. Jersey change, want to take note for the California Heat. Chris Rodriguez, originally scheduled to wear jersey number 3, is wearing jersey number 11 today, so check that on your roster. Nice ball coming up, taken away by Fanucci, and a trip called. Fanucci takes a tumble, slow getting back up. Fanucci stays in the game. Ball awarded back to the Heat, and they'll move it the other way. So the Heat in the red, black striped shirts, Nomads in the white shirts.
Step in front of that. Let's go. Right
Nice ball is across his midfield, scoots by everybody. Davis scoots the ball out towards midfield, picked up by Frank.
Where you at, Nomads?
Frank. And now Etherington for the Nomads. Davis now being challenged by Ruiz. And now into the corner. Etherington versus Williams. Etherington sending the ball down. Both teams showing bursts of speed in these early moments of the first half of play. Fighting in the corner. Ball awarded to the Heat. Moves back the other way. Head coach for the Heat, that's Noah Koyman. His counterpart for the Nomads, that's Howard Friedman. Both coaches having their teams motivated and ready to play this morning. Tumble taken by Hetherington. And now the shot by Sherrod Davis to put it back into play. Davis for the Nomads. Bending ball right there for the Heat was Charles Atkinson. I tell you, a lot of trouble comes from those balls that are bounding from 40 yards out. That was a nice ball by Davis as it was bending and bouncing. Trip called as a player goes down, Ben Ruiz. He's back up immediately. So we've seen it time and time again for a goalkeeper. When you've got a bounding ball that's coming at you from 30, 40 yards out, you've got to be aggressive, and you've got to be able to charge the ball. So it was a nice ball in the air by Matt Ross. A lot of action right in front of the net. Shot attempt. So there was a shot on goal by Fanucci. It was ricocheted off a Nomad player, and now good action with Davis versus Edu. So there was a scoring opportunity by the Heat. Shot on goal by Fanucci, but there was just too many players in front of the net. Now action picks up in the Heat part of the field. Close-up action right near you here. Nice carry through by Meyer. Right there was Hart, but give credit to Colin Lever, keeper, as he was there also. Top action right here. Boys under 12, it's the finals match. Nice lead pass. Once again, action in the Nomads part of the field, and that's what we've seen during this first half of play. It's been the California Heat with the offensive opportunities. They want to try and capitalize on one of those as soon as possible. Ball bouncing free. Players going down, and now picked up out to Padrin. Comes through. Agu for the Heat, sends it back the other way. Lot of speed on both teams, as you can see. Nice ball by Matt Ross. Goes deep into the corner. Meyer versus Campbell. Nice bicycle kick back the other way by Hart. Sends it out. Nice effort to keep the ball from passing the goal line. And so a throw-in in the far corner by the Heat once again puts offensive pressure. And there's a nice throw-in. Not a good throw-in, though. It was a long one, but the referee says not a good one. Goes back the other way for the Nomads. No score in this half. Picked up by Edu. Now being challenged by Davis and a host of Nomads. Nice carry through, scoring opportunity right there. So it was Chris Rodriguez off the ball inside the net once again, but right there was Colin Lever. So a lot of action in the goal box area of the Nomads. California Heat now continuing all this first half, putting the offensive pressure on the Nomads. There's a strong ball, racing for it. Jesse Meyer. So Matt Ross put the foot on the ball. Once again, finding a location inside the penalty box area. Racing forward Meyer. But right there, Colin Lever. So Lever's getting a workout this first half of the game. His counterpart, Charles Atkinson, is encouraging his team to keep the defense up and the offensive pressure on. He's keeping a breather. Handball right there by the Nomad player. So now things are really heating up. Matt Ross. Strategy now. Both teams trying to figure out what to do. Shot on goal. That was taken off the foot of Sherrod Davis. And that goes out of bounds. So it was a strong kick, but Davis found a foot on the ball to deflect it. Now Davis. Nice slide tackle. Cam Hart doing a good job. Nice ball to Etherington. Etherington now challenging Williams. Both of them one-on-one. Etherington showing some nice footwork. Action now. Shot on goal. Just misses. Quick turnaround by B. Coronado. And a quick turnaround shot. It sailed wide of the near post. So that's the first scoring threat by the Nomads today. They want to continue to do that all game long. Laws of probabilities come into play. The more shots on goal, higher the chance of getting a ball in the net. Both teams trying to do that. With attempts right now, the California Heat out in front of the Nomads in shot on goal attempts. But the score is 0-0 as we're in the first half of this boys under 12 finals match. Nice ball by Davis. Picked up now by Hobson. Good footwork as the dribble comes through. Picked up now. Sent into the corner. Racing forward is Meyer, being challenged by Lair. Coming across, heading attempt. Nice save! Nice save. Give credit for a fantastic crossing pass. That was beautifully set up by the Heat, but give credit to Colin Lever, who kept his eye on the ball the whole time and denied the ball going across into the goal. Picture perfect pass and header by the Heat, but Lever for the Nomads was there. Wow. Great action that we're watching right here. Substitution now. Coming in for the Nomads, going out. That's Corey Kinder. Number 6, Alberto Vega, now in the game. Vega, fresh legs for the Nomads. Okay, picked up now by Meyer. Meyer looking to feed the ball. 2-on-1. Meyer now racing forward as well as Alex Graham. Goes outside the touchline. Ball awarded to the Heat. And so the throw-in comes in, and once again the Heat doing just that, starting to put some heat on the Nomads deep in their backfield. Substitutions once again for the Heat. And we've got a change in the goalkeeper. Hart, who was wearing number 21, now goes in as the backup keeper. He'll now continue playing in the keeper position. Charles Atkinson at this point in time out. In the game now, Robbie Salvucci. Salvucci now back in for the Heat. And with those changes, throw comes in. Action now, right inside the goal area, coming up for it. And right there, lever for the Nomads. A charging Salvucci was there for the Heat. Nice pass. Ball sails out and awarded to the Nomads. Throw in by Vega. Ball gets by. Picked up now by Davis. Davis being challenged by Edu as he sends the ball to midfield. Now action inside the penalty area for the Heat. And a good job by the Heat to squelch that scoring setup. When a player feels he has no other choice but to stop the scoring thread, he'll kick it out of bounds. Cause the attacking team to have to throw it in, but it gives the other team a chance to regroup and get organized again. In this case, that's what's been happening on the far sideline. No score in this game. Heat 0, Nomads 0. Great game we've seen right now. This is the boys under 12 finals match. The winner of this team, or the winner of this game, that is, they qualify for Regional Cup action. That Regional Cup action will be held in Salt Lake City, Utah in June. Now the ref calls it as a corner kick. The Heat, thinking that it was going to be a goal kick, watched it sail out. So now this is going to be dangerous. Sherrod Davis is going to try and get the ball up in the air and bend it towards the Heat's net. Let's see what happens. Cleared out. There was a lot of bodies. So it was a great corner kick by Davis. It got right inside the goal box area. There was a ton of legs and bodies in there. Couldn't see what was going on. Makes it tough for the defending team. Then it was cleared out by a Heat member, and now we've got back action right here as Edu sends the ball across nicely. Action on the far sideline, Coronado. Coronado now sent out by Williams. And so the throw-in from Pedrin and the Nomads as they try and move back down themselves. So the start of the game showed the Heat with a lot of offensive pressure. Now the Nomads saying it's our turn to do the same. They're coming back now. Right through the legs of Davis. Nice ball by Edu. Racing for it is Fanucci. Fanucci staying with it. Coming back now. Fighting for the ball, it's Vega versus Salvucci. And now that's cleared out by Graham out to Coronado, who tries to take it down as he's challenged by Alexander. Alexander versus Coronado. Coronado doing a nice job. Now the ball's taken away by the Heat, and they move the other way downfield. Nice trap by the Heat as they try and set something up. Fanucci being challenged by Davis. Whistle blown and a foul against Davis, and so that gives the ball to the Heat. Justin Alexander will do the duties. Alexander puts in a shot on goal. High. Nice ball by Alexander. Sent right into the front of the goal box, right at the tip. And it was a good effort by Mo Edu in trying to put the ball in the net. It sailed high and over the crossbar, so that results in a Nomads goal kick. And they'll try and move it the other way.
Come on, Jared, come on, Jared. Rachel, Nomads! Come on, Nomads!
Action picks up once again. Nice sliding save by Colin Lever.
Come on, Nomads, let's go!
Good ball as it carries to midfield. And so Edu now puts it back the other way. Racing forward in the corner, and a nice save by Fanucci. Trying to kick it back.
Come on, Nomads, guys, suck it up! Let's go! We need action!
Substitution coming out, number 11, Chris Rodriguez. Fresh legs coming in for the Heat. And immediately, those fresh legs of Alexis Cerna sees immediate action. And so Alexis comes right in and starts seeing immediate action. Ito. Shot on goal for Ito. Taken by Lever. And so now the Heat once again trying to take control of the ball and keep that offensive pressure down in their deep field backfield of the Nomads. And now that ball is sent nicely down the far sideline. Coronado. And now picked up nicely by Salvucci, who brings it out to Meyer. Meyer being challenged defensively by Campbell. Down in the corner now, it's Meyer, and now picked up by Graham.
Come on, Nomads!
Action.
Come on, give me a big
Ito.
upfield.
And now cleared out as Ito runs. Agu now with the ball.
Big kick!
And the ball sails on off the foot of the Nomads, and so it goes back the other way. Both these teams had excellent league play division titles. Now once again action picks up just outside the penalty area. Nice effort by Fanucci. Nice trap by Williams as he once again sends it in the area. Outside the touchline, awarded back to the Heat. So the Heat doing as they've done the majority of this first half of play, putting the offensive pressure on the Nomads, but the score remains the same, 0-0. Now right there, looking for a scoring shot. Too many Nomad bodies right there as it's ricocheting off everybody. And now racing with the ball is Coronado. Does a nice job. Etherington picking the ball up, being challenged by Williams and Alexander. sails outside of the far goalpost, and that'll result in a goal kick for the Heat. So for the Heat, they came up in league play at 11-1-2, first place, playing in the gold level. For the Nomads, they also came in first place out of their league in the Presidio League. So two first-place teams, obviously, seems natural that they would be playing one another in the finals match in the boys under 12. Gets by everybody, and so racing for the ball, Fanucci once again, challenged by Lair. And now Davis. Ball back in by the Heat. Davis now putting some footwork as he sends the pass over to Hobson. Davis, and now Hobson out to Pedrin on the far side. Right there now, Pedrin moving down, being challenged by Cerna. Pedrin versus Cerna. Ball sails out, and so remains Nomads ball. So once again, we've seen it back and forth. Nomads' turn to put some heat of their own down in the backfield of the California Heat. 3 to 4 minutes left in this first half of play. The official on the field has complete control of the game. We can only give you unofficial times, although they are pretty close. But the whistle will signify the end of the first half of play. Right now, the score is 0-0. Very exciting game. Both teams moving the ball effectively down the field. Right now, scoring opportunities have been in favor of the Heat. But right now, Nomads bringing the ball in, and now the ball's cleared out by the Heat. Trap attempt by Graham, picked off by Meyer. And now Meyer sends it down to Fanucci. Nice save by Lever. Lever's aggressive goalkeeper, and that's what you need to be. For most keepers, being too timid or cautious can cause problems. And not the case with Lever, as he's a very aggressive go-getter type of style keeper. Nice pickup. Close-up action right here as you see Coronado feeding the ball over to Hetherington. Hetherington. And now Davis working on the ball. And the ball sent out of bounds by Campbell, and that'll be the Heat's ball as it starts to move the other way. Both these teams, seasoned veterans when it comes to high levels of competition, including tournament play. Taking a look at the Heat, they've been very successful in competition. Now wide open, trying to get control, just couldn't do it, was Alexis Cerna. And so Hetherington at this point in time trying to take control. A lot of action right at midfield as Ito sends the ball down. Nice ball by Salvucci deep in the corner. That's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be awarded to the Heat. So they're moving the ball down once again in the deep part of the backfield of the Nomads. They'll have a throw in, looking for some action and an opportunity for a shot on goal, because right now there's no score in this boys under 12 finals match. Trying to clear it out, but right there is Ito. Foul called against the Heat, and so the Nomads with a breather are able to send the ball deep. But give credit to the Heat defense. They've been very, very strong in intercepting balls through traps and headers to keep the ball deep into the Nomads' backfield. Carry through by Meyer. And that is the whistle that signifies the end of the first half of play, and an exciting one it was. Both teams flexing their defensive muscles. Both teams at times having scoring opportunities. Scoring opportunities have been in favor for the first half of the Heat. They want to try and capitalize on those in the second half and put some points on the board, because at the end of the first half of play, for Nomads 0, California Heat 0. We'll be back with the start of the second half in just a moment.
Somewhere up in the air. Right? Listen, the cam, I get on the face. You want to be on the field. You need to control that back, okay? You have to worry about just moving on, okay? Justin, guys turning in play the body. I mean, just see what he's doing. Guys, you see him going, oh, he's turning, you know, he's like this. He's not doing nothing. The ball is not even moving. Okay, then that's good. Guys, I don't care what you say about me from this side. Anytime you get a ball to his feet, okay, right to him, you can say, guys, find when a guy's not, put it in the warm pocket. Scared of you. Scared of you when you're hungry. Turn up the lead. So, you know, get your first touch, right? Get your first touch. Control it. In the view.
Diego? Yeah. And did you just move out here?
Heat! Woo! Woo!
Man, you should have been filming this during the game, man.
Welcome back. We're here in Allen Field in beautiful La Jolla, California. It's a great morning here for Finals Soccer Cup action. We've got a great game underway. No score after the first half. And now we begin the second and final 30 minutes of regulation match play. With the start of the second half, we see the teams changing directions, and now moving from right to left, you see the California Heat. Defending the left-hand goal will be Colin Lever and the Nomads. The right-hand goal will be continued to be defended by the Heat, and that's Cam Hart, who took over early in the first half for Charles Atkinson. Goal kick coming up. And so we're underway. Second half of play, 0-0, no score. And fight for control immediately, as both teams are racing for it. Nice slide attempt by Ruiz. Ball goes back out to the Nomads, and they'll start working the ball down towards the Heat part of the field. Nice lead shot by Cerna, and then right there for the Nomads is Lever. Kicked out across midfield, and now carrying down. Can't keep his feet is Hetherington. Nobody there for the Nomads as the ball is sent back across midfield off of Williams, and now nice challenge right in front of us. Pedrin versus Meyer. And now out into the corner for the Heat is Finucci. Coronado picks up the ball. Nice footwork as Coronado's looking to send the ball across. Nice save. Linesman says that he was past the touchline, but it was a good effort by Jesse Meyer of the Heat to try and keep that ball in bounds. Now the throw in by Pedrin. One-on-one action right there. Edu versus Davis. Ball scoots down the near sideline. We've got a player down, number 11 for the Nomads, Ryan Guy, and we're going to take an injury timeout with no score. Second half action underway. So Ryan Guy gets up on his own and stays in the game. And so the referee says play on, and so the kick comes from Peter Campbell. Now it's down deep in the corner. Off of the head of number 16 for the Heat, that's Ruiz, and so the throw-in quickly comes by the Nomads. Now action inside the penalty area. Scoring opportunity right there. It's cleared out at the last minute. So Hetherington just couldn't quite find the handle on that ball. He was deep right in front of the goal box, spinning, and just couldn't put the ball in the net. Save for the Heat as they now bring the ball back the other way. Davis taking control, being challenged right there by Edu. Edu taking the ball away from Davis. Now nice trap by Ruiz. Picked up by Cerna, who sends it down deep. Racing for it is Alexander, being challenged by Vega. And so from deep in the midfield, near the corner, it was a shot by Alexander across the face of the goal, just past the outside of the near post. And so a corner kick comes up for the Nomads. We had mentioned right before the half, both these teams, seasoned veterans when it comes to aggressive and high caliber tournament play. Taking a look at some of the efforts by both teams, and now there's some action heating up. Nomads trying to set something up offensively. And now action inside the penalty area. Good job by Alexander to clear the ball out. Etherington picking it up for the Nomads. Nice ball down deep. Justin Alexander takes a knee down as he looks like he's shaken up, or he's just tying his shoe. Tying his shoe. Athletic equipment needs to be adjusted. Hart, number 21, the backup keeper, he banged into one of the Nomads. Give Hart credit, as he is a goal-getter also. Aggressive goalkeeper, and that's what they need. Now there's an opportunity right there. A lot of action right inside the penalty area. There was an attempted header towards the goal, wasn't quite there. And now the ball's cleared out. So now action is picking up, and it's the Nomads putting some offensive pressure down in the Heat backfield. That's sent out by Alexander. And so now the throw-in comes from the Nomads. Clear out by Awu. And it's carried through nicely. So it was a nice carry through by Williams that helps keep the ball. Now down in the midfield area of the Nomads. Good trap. And now Edu. Ball's free. Can't quite get a good shot on goal. And so it's picked up now by the Nomads. And right there is Lever for the Nomads. So we saw heavy action down in the Heat backfield by the Nomads. The Heat just returned the favor, and now it goes the other way. Good challenge with Ross versus Hetherington. So in League Cup action, in the League Cup tournament, in the division of the boys under 12, the Heat came out on top in League Cup play. They won their division. They also won the Los Gauchos tournament. Traveled to Colorado to participate in the Pikes Peak tournament, where they won. Also won the Surf Cup, Aztec Cup, and the NHB Invitational. For the Nomads, they are the 1995 and 96 league champs. Also the County Cup champs. Of course, we mentioned they came in first place in the Presidio leagues. Now whistle blows and it'll go the other way. Nomads going to Dallas to participate in the International Dallas Cup competition, and they are a very, very good team to represent California. As a matter of fact, only 2 California teams were invited at the boys under 12 level to attend this Dallas Cup meet. The Celtic team was one. The other one was the Nomads. So congratulations to the Nomads. Davis sends the ball to midfield. Carry through, nice ball. Now picked up by Agwu. And racing for the ball, Alexander versus Lair. That's off of Alexander, and so Lair picks up the ball for the Nomads and sends it back. For the Heat, they've played in actually 2 tournaments where they played up a division. They actually ended up playing in the OCU Slammer where they were eliminated in bracket play. However, playing up in the Canyon Hills tournament, they won. High caliber team, both of them right here, and you're seeing great under 12 action. Good footwork by Coronado as he's being challenged by Ross.
Go for him.
Nice ball to midfield where Hetherington is there. Hetherington racing for Agwu, staying with him the whole way. And it's going to be a goal kick. Good effort. By both players. Substitutions coming in for the Heat and for the Nomads. We'll check the jersey numbers and give you the names of the players. Number 9, Kichi Perez for the Nomads. And for the Heat, that's number 12, Brian Beckner. Beckner fresh legs now for the Heat. Nice ball back and forth, and that's going to go out of the goal line, so that'll become a goal kick for the Nomads. Now both these teams saw quarterfinal and semifinal action on their march to today's finals game. Substitution now coming in for the Nomads. Going out is Jordan Pedrin. Number 5, Derek Hobson back in. Fresh legs for the Nomads. Davis with the follow-through header. Now scrambling for control, both the Nomads and the Heat. Action in midfield as Frank sends the ball down deep, racing for Lever. He picks up the ball. So Lever booms the ball back, crosses midfield, and now it'll be taken back by Fanucci. So both these teams did have quarterfinals action. We'll take a look at the finals scores in those games in just a moment. Action in the far corner. And that'll be a goal kick. So in quarterfinal action, we saw the Heat versus the OCU Slammers. The Heat out on top and finally beating the Slammers 2-1 in that game. Quarterfinal match for the Nomads, it was the Nomads 3 versus the Cosmos 1. That advanced both teams to semifinal action in their categories. Davis, nice takeaway, but right there is a host of Heat players. Now Heat taking back control. Beckner sending the ball back down to midfield. Davis with control, being challenged by Edu. Ball awarded to the Heat. And so Matt Ross puts the ball back into play for the Heat. Nice opportunity. Passes everybody. Cerna for the Heat. And so spin kick by Brian Beckner sails high and wide of the far post and becomes a goal kick for the Nomads. And once again, we're seeing the Heat putting offensive pressure back down in the Nomads territory. They've been doing that all game, but both teams have come up scoreless as we're still in a 0-0 tie. Second half of play in the boys under 12 finals match. Nice ball this time as it crosses midfield. Good effort by Fanucci as it goes off of his head. Once again, Fanucci. Nice defensive header. Now the Nomads would like to play down in the Heat's part of the field for a little while.
Who's in the middle?
Davis now staying control, being challenged by Ross. Now coming up to help is Williams. And a corner kick. So it was Ross and Williams taking on Sherrod Davis. Davis deflecting the ball off a Heat player comes with a corner kick, and this is a favorable position for the Nomads. Davis wanting to put a bending ball crossing the face of the goal, looking for a header or a clear shot by one of the Nomads players, and here we go. Nice ball. And defensively for the Heat, they're there. Shot on goal. Right there for the Heat is Hart. So it's a nice corner kick, a lot of ping pong action going back and forth. Ultimately, there was a Nomads player with a nice shot on goal, but right there for the Heat was Cam Hart. Now good close-up action right in front of us here. Crowd getting into it, both sets of parents right in the same field. And you can hear the positive encouragement by both sets of parents. This is a great game here, boys under 12 action in La Jolla, California. Beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky, light breeze coming across off the shore, moving from your television screen top to bottom. Now Davis challenged by Williams. Davis picking it up, dribbling the ball now. It's Davis. And right there for the Heat, Fanucci sends the ball barreling back the other way. Davis now picking the ball back up. Meyer. Nice by Etherington. Nice ball picked up by Beckner. Beckner sends the ball across. Ball is free, racing for it. Edu shot on goal. Off the near bar. Nice feed by Beckner, back to Edu. Edu stayed with it as long as he could. Finally had an opportunity to put a shot on goal, and it careened off the near post at the crossbar. Man, oh man, this is an exciting game. The parents are loving it. Great boys under 12 soccer action right here in La Jolla, California. Can't ask for a better finals match. No score, Nomads nothing, the Heat nothing. Nice ball. Good ball. Right there was a charging Ito. Colin Lever, keeper for the Nomads, was there. Nice header by Matt Ross. Substitutions now for the Nomads. Taking a breather, Alberto Vega. Now picked up by Guy. Guy, nice footwork. Bringing the ball through is Guy. Challenged by Ross. Just can't quite get there. Credit goes to Guy for some nice footwork. Good, strong ball by Ross. And the aggressiveness of Colin Lever pays off as he goes high right at the lip of the penalty box area and takes control of the ball. Nice booming ball. And there's another good opportunity to see the good strategy and defense of the Heat. They time and time again have been able to step in front and use a trap block or a nice header to send the ball back the opposite way that it's coming. Now there's some good work over by Etherington. Ross with a good block with his body. Now he sends it down deep. Ito racing after it. Ito versus Lair. Ito versus Lair. And Lair takes the advantage on that one. But there you go, see a nice header by Fanucci. And now Fanucci off the foot of Hobson. So take a look at the fundamental play of both these teams. Excellent. Trapping, blocking, good directional header shots. We see it all here in this boys under 12 finals match. Now a skirmish for the ball as it squibs out. Etherington picks it up, goes outside the touchline, and so throw in by Matt Ross for the Heat.
What does he do to get it? Like just do a little fake flag and deal with a little handle like power slide.
Lair sends the ball bounding, but right there defensively are the Heat. So back and forth the ball goes. There's a nice header once again, followed up by a nice kick by Ross. And now challenging for control. Whistle blown, advantage given to the Nomads.
All the way, Alex! In the box, Alex!
Nice ball by Graham. But right there is a sliding heart. Both keepers got great hands, very aggressive, not afraid to come towards the ball. And once again, we mentioned you have to have that opportunity. Can't be passive as a keeper at all. That ball will get away from you and find its way into the net. Nice ball now. Meyer being challenged nicely by Campbell. Right there, the last minute is a Graham who clears the ball out for the Nomads. Etherington now leading Etherington down there, taken away by Fanucci. Now it's Etherington versus Fanucci. Good effort by Fanucci as he careens the ball off of Etherington. And that'll be a goal kick for the Heat.
Come on, Nomads!
Both of these teams played one another in the Nomads tournament. They went on to play each other in a finals match in that tournament of play. The Heat did end up losing to the Nomads 3-2 in that one, so that was a close game. Agwu now sends the ball down midfield. Back the other way with the help of Kichi Perez. And now the Nomads trying to set up an offensive power play. The ball is just outside the box area. And now it gets by. And now the Heat with a nice lead ball. Good effort by Laird defensively.
Swing and a miss.
Nice job.
And both teams doing an excellent job of defending. And now racing for the ball, Etherington versus Fanucci. And the ball comes up and kicked back out by Hart. Excellent, excellent Finals Cup match right here. Now both teams making it to the semifinals match. Etherington not quite able to get it. Good opportunity. And so a corner kick now coming up by Davis. Sherrod Davis going to bend the ball. He's got a good, strong leg. We're going to see a lot of action. Here it comes. Sails by everybody. Ball's awarded to the Nomads, so they're deep in the backfield. Good, strong throw in. Indirect kick is what they talked about. Shots. A lot of action. Good save. So the Nomads set it up the way they wanted to, had the foot on the ball. Give credit to Cam Hart of the Heat, who kept his eye on the ball and was able to smother it before it came into the net. Good close-up challenge, Williams versus Guy. And the microphone takes a shot. Everybody's getting involved in this game.
Yeah, ease. Yes, I think that's a card. Get Chucker guy.
Ruiz with the yellow card given to Ben Ruiz of the Heat.
This guy's lucky for us.
Good job, Leo. Step it up, Nomads.
Come on, Nomads.
Davis taken away. And there's a trip and a yellow card given to Davis. So Davis involved in the last two issuings of yellow cards. Davis involved with Ruiz. Ruiz given the yellow card. This time Davis involved, and it's Davis getting the yellow card. Now the Heat and the foot of Matt Ross puts the ball back into play. No score, second half of play. Nice ball going deep, and right there the sure hands of Colin Lever. Nice carry through by Hetherington. And now a breakaway, but right there is Hart. So it was a nice ball broken away. Etherington of the Nomads was racing for it. Ball had just too much speed as it went right into the hands of Cam Hart. There's a push from behind. So number 4, Tyler Fanucci. And we've got a player that's down. Nomads player Juan Kichi Perez. Perez is back up after taking a tumble. And so now Sherrod Davis. If he's got a strong leg, which he does, sails high, and right there is Cam Hart. Nice controlled ball by Alexis Cerna.
Nice ball.
Now picking up the ball. There's a trip. Just outside the penalty box area. Just outside. Inches outside. If that would have been 6 inches inside of that line, it could have been big trouble for the Heat, but the Heat saved as the call's made just outside. But it's still going to be trouble. The wall's built up. Both teams moving around, getting some strategy here. The wall is built by the Heat. Offensive players of the Nomads hanging around like piranhas, looking to devour that ball into the net. Ball booms. Nice save. Beautiful save by Cam Hart. Went high, jumping right in the near post. Good strong hands allowed Cam to be able to keep that ball from going into the net. And so Hart now will bring the ball back out with a kick. And so time is winding down this half. Davis looking for an opportunity. Passed out to Guy. Challenged by Agwu. And it'll be a throw-in. Time winding down here. The second half of regulation play. No score. Passing. It's right there. A nice pass across the face of the goal face. Give credit once again to Cam Hart, who has stayed steady the whole game. Unbelievable action. So it was the Heat in the first half of play, and that ends the second half of regulation. After the first half of play, it was the Heat who had been dominating offensively in scoring attempts, but it was the Nomads this last half of the second half of the game that they came on strong. Give tremendous credit to Cam Hart of the Heat, who was able to time and time again to deny the ball from crossing the goal line. And so the end result after the first 1 hour of regulation play, the Nomads 0, the Heat 0. We're coming back to start overtime here at Allen Field in La Jolla, California. We'll be right back. We are in overtime here at Allen Field. California Heat nothing, Nomads nothing after the first 60 minutes of regulation play. We're now into two 10-minute halves to try and determine the winner of the boys under 12 finals match. Ball creaming, and we get some near side action right here. Ryan Guy of the Nomads with the throw-in, and a nice one it is down the near sideline. Off the foot of the Heat player, number 11, Chris Rodriguez. Let's take a look at the rosters of players once again who's been playing here. For the Heat, Atkinson started out as a goalkeeper, was replaced by Hart later in the first half. Rodriguez, Fanucci, Agwu, Ross, Williams, Cerna, Edu, Meyer, Beckner, Salvucci, Alexander Ruiz, Frank, and we mentioned Hart, the keeper. For the Nomads, the keeper the whole game, Lever. And now, of course, let's look at the throw-in by Guy. Guy. And right there, that'd be a quick one there because there was racing up there was Garrett Hetherington. So now the Heat looking to clear it out. Action at midfield. Good job by Hobson. And now racing for it, Kinder versus Salvucci. So the Nomads roster reads as Lever as the keeper with Etherington, Coronado, Davis, Hobson, Vega, Pedrin, Perez, Hetherington. And we see a nice challenge right there. Shot on the goal by Myers, sails wide of the near post, and so it goes to be a goal kick. Picked up by Guy, Kinder, Lair, Lever, Graham, and Campbell. And that's both rosters. Keepers staying the same for the overtime. Cam Hart, number 21 for the Heat. And number 1, Colin Lever. Check that, 13, Colin Lever. Nice ball off the backhand of Davis. Talented as he is, can do headers front and back. Racing for the ball, that's Fanucci versus Etherington. And now the ball crosses midfield on the far sideline, trying to be picked up by Edu. Out of bounds, and so a quick throw in by Edu. Outside, couldn't quite control the ball was Chris Rodriguez for the Heat. Goes back the other way. So that semifinal action, we've been trying to get those scores into for you. Heat beat the Strikers. They were going at it, and the Nomads ended up beating the Tustin Legend 2-0. And so these teams come together for this boys under 12 finals match. We are in overtime with a 0-0 score. Both teams keeping the pace up, firing on all cylinders all game long. Nice ball out to Etherington. Creaming off. There's a scoring opportunity, shot on goal right there. Once again, Hart took an initial block, didn't have a handle on the ball. It careened back out into the penalty box area. And there was Garrett Hetherington with a shot on goal. It just wasn't very strong. And so Cam Hart was able to put the crosshairs on the ball and bring it into his body. And so once again, the Heat escape a bullet. The Nomads, from about the 15-minute mark of the second half, have been the aggressor and the dominant offensive threat in this game, and they're picking it right back up again in this overtime period. During the first 30 minutes of play, the first half, it was the Heat who was doing the offensive powerhouse threat. Time and time again, they were deep into the Nomads' territory, putting shots on goals. But then the Nomads coming alive at the 15-minute mark of the second half and now carrying through with overtime. They have been the dominant offensive threat of this game. Nice ball by Davis. And a weak clear by Hart. And now racing into the corner is Pedrin, being challenged by Salvucci. And a goal kick. For the Heat, they have seen heartbreak in this State Cup competition. The one thing they don't want to have happen is have to go into a shootout to determine a winner. Because back in 1995, they were in the State Cup final. They lost in a shootout after overtime ended in a tie. And guess what happened in 96? They got to the State Cup only to lose in a shootout at the end of regulation and overtime play, which was a tie. Now here's offensive threat by the Heat. Shot on goal by Edu, but right there was Colin Lever for the Nomads. So there's the first scoring threat by the Heat in this overtime period. Handball, but no call, and now Davis. And now Etherington looking to put the ball in the net. Cleared out. Now taken away by Guy. Guy now, foot on the ball, carries to midfield. Now 2-on-2. So it was Salvucci versus Padrin, and a throw-in now. Nice high ball by Agu for the Heat. Agu. And now Edu. Back and forth the ball goes. Edu. Nice trap and carry through. Right there, Lever. So it was a turnaround shot by Meyer. And there's Meyer once again with a nice header back. Meyer back over to Edu. Edu. Just of a miss. Ruiz looking for a shot on goal. There was one. Sailed high and wide of the near post. So now it's been the Heat's turn to turn around in this overtime and try and put offensive power and threat, and they've had 2 shots on goals in a matter of minutes. So back and forth the ball goes, and it looks ever more like we're continuing this 0-0 tie.
Come on, let's suck it up. Go.
Graham with the kick for the Nomads. On the ground, so Meyer picks it up for the Heat, passes it out to Edu. Edu being challenged by Lair. Lair staying with it. Lair stays with the ball nicely with the pass out to Hobson. Nice pickup by the Heat and a pass to the midfield of Chris Rodriguez. Rodriguez bringing it down. Now a nice ball back out to Salvucci. Goal kick. So Salvucci being challenged by Josh Lair. Couldn't quite get the turnaround kick. Goes out of the goal line, and the goal kick comes up for the Nomads. Nice ball in the midfield. Trapped nicely by Etherington. And now the ball down there. Racing for it is Guy. Good effort by Fanucci. And so now just minutes left in this first half of 10-minute overtime play. And the ball sails out off the foot of a Nomad player. And so a quick throw in by Edu. Down deep in the corner to Ruiz, being challenged by Campbell. Ruiz versus Campbell in the deep corner. 3-on-1 in favor of the Nomads. The ball's taken away. Too much defense for Ruiz. And so that's the end of the first half of overtime play. Quick break, and the teams will come right back for that second half. At the end of the first half of overtime, no scores, 0-0.
Right now.
Right on. We're back in now, second half starting up of overtime play. No scores, 0-0. And so now the Heat and the Nomads continue their battle. And a battle it's been. No score after regulation. No score after one half play of overtime. And so now action heats up for the Heat. Shot on goal. It's a weak one. So a turnaround shot by Salvucci. Not much mustard on it, and so it goes right into the waiting hands of Colin Lever. Change in direction, and so now the Nomads moving right to left. Throw in now by Coronado. Controlled by Davis. Takes it back out to Guy. Guy brings it across midfield. Now picked up by Hobson. And Finucci does the job to clear it back out. Nice header by Alexander to bring it way back out. And now a pickup by the Heat as he sends a nice ball to a racing Salvucci. Right there, though, for the Nomads. Give credit to Alex Graham, who came charging up to send the ball off the body of Robbie Salvucci. And now Davis being challenged by Williams. Davis versus Williams. Ball awarded back to the Nomads. Nice booming kick by Graham. Good directional header by Agu. And now it's Guy versus Agu. Scoring opportunity right there. Scores! Garrett Hetherington with a turnaround shot. It goes into the far post against a diving Cam Hart. Nice setup, and right there waiting for the ball, number 10 Hetherington did a turnaround and put the ball into the far goalpost area. Diving for it was Cam Hart, couldn't quite reach the ball. And so now the score in the second half of overtime play, Nomads 1, the Heat nothing. Now it has to be up to the Heat to keep their head. They've had scoring opportunities. They know that they can actually score against this team. Ball sent in there. And now picked up nicely by Ito. Ito shot on goal, and right there is Lever. So the Heat know that they can bring the ball down and take shots on goal, and that's what they want to do. So they're going to have to pick up their defense and get this ball intercepted. Both guys tumble down on that one. And now the excitement and the aggression picks up a little bit more as time begins to click down for the Heat. 6 minutes left in overtime. Enough time for the Heat. They've got to be able to keep their heads up and realize that they've been able to bring the ball down effectively. They just have to put shots on goal.
Tell the ref, sit down. Referee!
Ball high, it's sailing near us. Boing! Hits one of the patrons. Number 3, B. Coronado is down.
Go hard! Go, Jack! Come on, guys!
And coach is coming out for the Nomads. And Coronado is going to be limping off. So for the Heat, they've got to come up with a strategy to put the ball in the net. They've been successful in bringing the ball down the field and putting shots on goals. And it took the tie-breaking shot by Garrett Etherington to be able to do the job. Now coming back into the game for the Heat, the original keeper, Charles Atkinson. Give credit to Cam Hart. Hart doing a great job all game long of defending after another. Cam now, Hart, 21, will come back in the game, replacing Chris Rodriguez. Hart now back into the game as a striker forward position to try and give some heavy foot power up front.
Do you think it's a red?
Go, Nomads! Yes, take your time. Go on, Nomads, go on!
Throw in by Kinder. Kinder stays with the ball, sends it nicely down. Guy with a nice shot on goal. Scores! Jordan Pedrin off a nice pass from the near side. Had the open shot and scores. So quickly, the Nomads jump out in front 2-0. With less than 5 minutes now to play in this second half of overtime, the Nomads, off the scores of Jordan Pedrin and Garrett Hetherington, have put the Nomads out in front 2-0. Graham booms the ball down there. That's going to be a corner kick now for the Nomads as they continue to fire on all cylinders offensively. And now Davis will come up with a corner kick and continue to try and march on the Heat right now. The Heat have played an absolutely fantastic game. This was just a great game all the way through.
Come on, Shabbat, put it there!
Nice ball by Davis right there. Kareems out off of the Heat player. Etherington back in the middle. Nice ball by Williams.
Good job, Peter.
No, I stopped it when they had the
2 minutes left in this game. And now cleared out by Frank as it runs outside the touchline. And so Peter Campbell for the Nomads with the throw in. Nice carry through kick. Nice ball back down, scoring shot, sails wide of the near crossbar. So the post was there and there was a shot opportunity and it was taken, but the ball sails high and wide of the near post and the crossbar. And so it comes with a goal kick for the Nomads.
3 minutes left.
Now minutes left in this second half of overtime play. 2-0 is the score for the Nomads. Give credit to the Heat. They have played a fantastic game themselves. Now picked up by the Heat to bring it back the other way. Gets by. Now Hart. Nice ball. Deep. Goes by. Scoring opportunity. Just sails wide. Ian Etherington, who was being challenged by Fanucci all the way down into the box area, put a shot on goal, just sailed wide of the far post. Now scramble for the ball. Deep shot. And it's Atkinson who bats the ball down, takes control, and sends it back the other way. Nice trap. Shot right there. So it was Ryan Guy's shot on goal, and the sure hands that time of Atkinson kept the ball out of the net. Good challenge. Ito versus Hobson. Ito with a shot on goal coming across. Passes by. And a handball is called. There was a tangle and a mess of players right at the goal line of the Nomads. Taking a spill was Lever himself. Davis was there in the Haymay. It looks like Alex Graham was there. Possibly Josh Lair was there, as well as Peter Campbell. That's the frustration for the Heat. Time and time again today, they've been down there. They've been able to bring the ball effectively down to the goal area. Just haven't been able to put the ball in the net. And now Hart trying to bring the ball down. Agu brings it to Hart. There's a scoring opportunity right there. Shot by Ito. Just couldn't put his foot on the ball. And so now comes with the corner kick. And a corner kick comes in. And that is the whistle. And that ends this game. And what a fantastic game this was. No score after regulation. And then with minutes left in the second half of overtime, the Nomads come up with two big scores off the foot of Jordan Pedrin and Garrett Hetherington, which put them out in front 2-0. And that's how this score and game ended, with the Nomads beating the Heat 2-0. But the Heat have nothing to feel bad about. They played gamely. They played professionally, exercising great fundamental skills and ability. But as there is in every game, there has to be on one given day a winner. And in this time, the nod goes to the Nomads. Final score in the boys under 12 finals match. The finals winners, Nomads 2, the Heat 0.
Are you George?
This is actually something that's really rare. These, as far as I'm concerned, these are the two best teams in Southern California. You don't always get that. The people that's been around this game a long time, you don't always see the two best teams get to the final against one another. So I am going to pat myself on the back to do the bracketing properly. They got the two best teams here because you guys are the best. And you proved it out there in the field. That was a great Cup final. Just a great. Like Judith was saying, you are young, but I do believe that you will see more than just this Cup final, both you teams. It could be switched around. You may win it the next time, but you will see that Southern California does produce the very, very best teams, not only in the region, but once you get to be 16s, you will see these same teams from Southern California go to the Nationals, and that's what we like to see from Southern California. And you guys are on a great way to getting that national championship when you get to be under 16. So at this time, I'd like to bring up Noah.
Real quick, I'd like to start out saying what a great game. You guys, the Nomads and the Cal Heat, we've had 3 games this year together, and each one is more and more exciting. And like I said, I think the National Cup, I think the facilities we've played at to get to this day have been phenomenal. I just got to say you guys are a great team, and we're going to look forward to matching up with you guys for the years to come, because you guys are a great team. And I want to give you guys a round of applause. Real quick, you guys, you know, this is our 3rd time trying to do this thing, and I don't know, maybe, you know, someone's looking above us and knowing that it's not our day. We have another day, so it's coming up in the near future, I hope. But you guys, hey, you guys are phenomenal. You guys, the Cal Heat, the parents, everybody is great. You guys have trained hard for this day. You gave it everything you had, and, you know, everybody's behind you guys. So all we have to do now is put it behind us and start over again. So, I mean, you guys, it's a new day. and we got to take it from there. But I want to give you guys a big round of applause. You guys are the best. Real quick, you know, I would like to bring my manager, Bob Atkinson, up and help me do these medals. Thank you. Yeah, you just go from there. Real quick, I'd like to start up with Ike, one of my captains. Come on up, big guy. Take Bob's hand. Take Bob's hand. Jesse, come on up. One of my big forward. Outstanding tournament. It's a big day to win. Good job, buddy. One of my big set piece guys, Matt, come on up. Tyler Fernucci. Pound for pound, this is one of the toughest guys in soccer today.
Right side.
Hey, my starting keeper, Charles Atkinson, come on up. One of my big all-purpose players, Brian, come on up. My little Italian stallion, Robbie, come on up, big guy. Nolan, one of my big fullbacks here. Excellent tournament. Excellent tournament. Nolan, excellent job, baby. Thanks, man. One of my big fullbacks also, Ryan Williams. Come on up, buddy. Fabulous tournament, Ryan. Fabulous. Good stuff, buddy. Justin Alexander, one of my big fullbacks. Coming off the wrist injury. Good job, man. One of my great ball handlers, Ben, come on up. One of our new players that has a big impact for the season, Cameron, come on up. Alexi Surna, come on up, big guy. Excellent tournament, Alexi. Excellent. And again, one of my little ball handlers, Chris Rodriguez, come on up. Okay, and then real quick, I'd like to get one from my manager. Again, I would like to thank all my parents. You guys, it's been a great month of soccer, playing a lot of incredibly intense games. And again, I just want to give a warm hand to all my players again. He's not here. He had to go. Okay. Bob and I have been talking. Snickers gives out a most valuable player of the game. And I think hands down for a guy that, you know, like I said, pound for pound, he's one of the toughest players I know. Tyler, come on up.
It's just you weren't the winner today.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Again, it's a shame that we can't send two teams, but it is a possibility. We do have the possibility of getting a wild card out of this age group to go to the regionals. That won't be known until tomorrow. We'll put it on the net, and I'll also call all the teams that do have a chance at that. So there is a possibility, but I'll inform you as soon as I know. But the one team that we will be sending to the regionals, La Jolla Nomads under 12s, come on up.
I'd like to thank Noah and the Calheed organization for being great competitors all year long. I know Noah for quite a few years, and we've always had a lot of tough games together. And I'd like to thank you, the parents, for giving us the opportunity, for letting us have your children, to train them, coach them, and spend time with us. Thank you very much. Corey. Ryan. Jordan. Hey, Sam. Kichi. When I first had Kichi, he didn't speak a word of English. But I tell you what, he knows how to play soccer. Albert. Abby. Peter. Josh. Derek. Alex. Garrett. From a broken arm to a finger. Siraj. Ian. Last but not least, Colin. Glad you came with us, right? Yeah, I got it. I don't know, it comes to me that someone's that's been here all the time, given 100%, worked hard for us, and never asked for anything more. Derek Hobson.
There's somebody else I need to thank. I need to thank the entire Nomads Association and Derek for making sure that we had this facility to use for the finals. Thank you very much, Nomads. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and make sure that this award goes to the state champion and the regional champion at the same time, La Jolla Nomads.
Derek Armstrong. Come on, Derek. I'd like to present this to Derek Armstrong, the head of the Nomads organization.